Hello, my name is Zhatelier, and welcome back for another episode of The Last Kingdom in Aurora 4X. And in previous episode, first of all, we found a pretty good planet at the Turfing system, and now we found the Zhatelier system just at the end of the previous episode with the Faithful. Now, to be fair, we had to spend quite a bit of fuel to get over here, so that is a problem. I think we need to start figuring out some sort of tanker, just so that our survey vessels can stay out a little bit longer. We did spend 3 months of deployment time, but it should be alright. We've got, what, 10 months total? But we'll see. But anyway, Turfing system, at least for the time being, has been reserved for the Hand of the King. The leader has had a pretty good interest on that, but there's still a few details that we are waiting on to see if it's going to be actually assigned, or if the entire system is going to be assigned to the Hand of the King or not. Over here, I think we're going to let the survey do a little bit survey location surveys for here first, because even though that is only 13 billion kilometers, it's still a pretty long, pretty long trip. I'm trying to handle a conversation in Discord and this at the same time, so sorry about that. But if we have a look at the other things, so we have started... Oh, you actually started heading back to refuel, that's fine. Oh yeah, I just got the notification that it's run out. Okay. Some retirements. We should be getting the jump point stabilizer tech rather soon. So after that, we'll start or decide the station that will be doing those soon enough. Have we started producing the? No, I don't think we started. No, we haven't started producing the military gatekeepers quite yet. The research facility is going to be done in March. And we're getting still some more financial centers. We're actually losing a little bit of money now because we're doing quite a bit of shipbuilding. Not training any troops right now, but that shouldn't really be an issue. I think saving the money is a good idea. We do have pretty good fuel reserve, 55 million, considering that we don't have that massive navy yet. We got over 100,000 maintenance stock, maintenance stockpile over 100,000 MSP. So technically we could stop that for a while if we actually need to save money, but right now we're actually not losing all that much money. It depends how much trading the civilians are doing. But yeah, the ground unit maintenance is rather low. The shipbuilding does cost a fair bit, and the maintenance supplies production costs a fair bit. 18% of our total expenditure. Right, but let's keep on going, shall we? Ooh, right. So you have now done your surveys and all that, haven't you? No, that's the wrong... You have done your overhaul, is what I meant. Right, so how about you move back through Bloodgung and Sulvigar, and you can go through the unexplored, because I do recall that we managed to survey that entire system already. In the meanwhile, Alexandrus' ship is returning home, and the cargo too is returning home again. Does that mean that they managed to get another... Yes, so we've got 40 infrastructure over here so far. It's very small. Very small. It does have a population capacity of 400 million, which again isn't much, but it should be doable. Okay, so the survey of Alexandrus has refuel. They should be... Yes, they're taking the overhaul now. That's good. Research completed. We got the small jump point stabilization module. Of course, it takes a long while to build the jump gates with these, but it's alright. We can just, you know, go and drop it on a jump point. Or, yeah, jump point, build the gate, then take the target elsewhere if it needed somewhere, and then once it's done, we can go and pick up the stabilizer and so forth, so it should be alright. And actually, it can jump through the gate without the engines, I believe. So let's actually quickly design a new ship. So we'll go with the Oh, it's actually construction ship, isn't it? And you have no armor. You will need a bridge, but you don't need that. And then, where's the jump point stabilization? There you are. So it's going to be 25 kilotons. But that's all it needs, really. Like, that is the ship. Well, actually, I suppose I could set up some sensors in there, just in case. So that if someone jumps through while we are doing our work there, then at least we can see that. But yeah, that's gonna be it. 656.9 build points, so it's a bit expensive. But I think we can manage. So yeah, that we can now build. I suppose I could rename this. Well, we'll go just with the automated name for the time being. And since I think I have a confirmation from Zhatelier, who is of course the leader of the Hand of the King, or the player that is playing the Hand of the King here, so Turfing is now pretty much confirmed that they want that. So I think once we get one of those jump point stabilizers, of course we need to start building one of those first before we can even do too much about that, but we'll build a highway to that system most likely. Not necessarily quite yet, but I mean we have the jump tenders over there, so at least the civilian ships can go there. And that's actually one of the reasons why we are making some more cargo ships and colony ships. Now, to be fair, our colony ships are not doing anything right now. How much do we have colonists in Barracuda A3 and 2? So we got 17.5 million. We could have 17.6 million. I believe we actually have a decent bit of, well, actually not that much export materials. The pressure vessels, no one really wants them. And over here, the low-gravity infrastructure, they are slowly building more, but it's a bit problematic. We could technically move more in there if we want to. I'm still making... Oh, right, we're still building the low-gravity infrastructure. Well, that makes more sense. Alright, so what is the next research going to be? We're currently on 61, so 62, so it's going to be the railgun launch velocity, so we can get... Well, actually, no, we don't have the capacity or recharge rate yet, so... Not necessarily... We probably don't want to build the railguns quite yet, but those are going to be basically point-defense railguns for the most part. Now, we will make some bigger railguns for some of the ships. I have information from some of the factions that they want to use railguns for poking holes through the enemy armor, or at least weakening it enough. For some other operations like boarding. Okay, someone's retiring. Once again. Okay, you started your... Okay, now you started overhauling, good. Took a few tries there. Oh, well, that reminds me. We did the overhaul for this one ages ago. Yeah, we did. Let's put you back to training. That was my mistake. Luckily, it shouldn't take too long. Oh, and the civilians construct another freighter. Alright then. Oh, and we found a new system. And this... Oh, okay. It seems a rather empty system. There's 2 comets, and that's it. So this entire branch here seems to be rather void of life right now. Now, to be fair, it's not necessarily... Actually, can we display the distances between the... Okay, so that's 8, 9.2, 9.9. So actually the jump point distances are not all that bad, but it's still 10 billion to get over there by the looks of it. Which, to be fair, that is also about 10 billion. 18 to get there. 9 to get to Turfing, so that's not too bad. And 7 to get to Mimung. And I know that I butchered that name a few times, but it's just the typeface is a bit hard to see if it's a R and an N or M. Oh, we found some thorium in one of the comments here. Okay, that's somewhat usable. New scientist. Oh, ground combat research. Okay, that means that we'll probably switch around the researcher for the troop transport bay then. We'll cancel the project. Just making sure that we do have that. And then we'll go over here and... restart that one. So with the faster speed, we should be able to get that much quicker. And of course, we are getting the research rate. That's still going to take about 4 years to get. Unless we... actually, once we get the final research lab, which should be in about 2 months, we'll assign that to the research speed, just so that we can speed up every research project going on. Oh, and ooh, boronite, vendorite, and thorium and carbonite on that coming. Okay, that's not too bad then. So at least there are minerals in here, just no planets to colonize, which is a problem. That certainly takes a long while. Let's actually have a look. That is so now. So over here we are surveying a lot of the survey points. There is a planet, or a couple planets maybe over there, or is it just one planet? Let's... oh, it's just one planet with 2 moons. Okay. Those are not particularly colonizable in all fairness. A bit cold, although there's helium and hydrogen over there, and water. So I'm guessing the temperature is a bit low. Yeah, I don't think we can make that into properly colonizable. It does have the gravity, but... oh wow! It actually has 17 billion capacity. Okay. Maybe it has good minerals and might be then worth colonizing. We'll have to wait for that though, to actually know the results. Overall completed for the survey vessel for the House Alexandrus. So you can now go back to the Ep8. I know that there's still jump points over there that we need to survey. So we can get going with that, I suppose. Deployment time exceeded for the Hornet. Alright, well, let's move you back to the Royal Navy and you can do your overhaul. That will of course take some time to be completed, but not too long actually. A bit more than a month, perhaps. It's already March. Surely you've completed on that Hornet already. Overhaul completed on the Seeker for the Hand of the King. Right, so you need to go back to Turfing. So boot gun, and then Turfing. I'll keep on doing the jump point surveys there. Time in new Crown Force officer. Alright then. One experience for the engineering for the Faithful Survey Command. Mineral deposits on... ooh. Wait, was that a gas giant? No, it wasn't, but it has a lot of thorium. Almost 41 million thorium. Okay, and it does have a potential for a little bit extra, but not a massive potential. Interesting. This is a massive planet, though. But maybe this area could be used for someone, somewhere, sometime. Ah, we got the research lab completed, so we'll assign it right over there. So now it's going to be done in January 65. It's still almost 3 years away, but it's getting better. If we could get a bit more research bonus on that researcher, that would be perfect, but we'll have to wait. Population over here, are we actually... oh right, there's nothing to mine there, and over here we mined through a lot of the resources already. Not all of them, but a lot of them. Also, did we started working on the military jump... oh right, actually. Let's get one of these. 20% once again. And then we'll get one military academy just to make sure that we get enough officers, because we have a lot of command positions that need to be filled. Or, well, they are currently filled, but we need to be able to fill a lot of the ship positions as well in due time. Ship construction. Okay, we got another Seeker. Well, we don't have any of the stockpile yet, or anymore. We got the small maintenance storage base, but that's about it. Not entirely sure if we need to worry about those, but I think we'll set up a secondary survey fleet for Actually, you know what? No, we'll assign it under the Royal Survey right now. Let's just set up our new fleet. Because all the houses do have their survey fleets for the time being, other than House Orlanco, but that's going to be a smaller house, so it's not going to be used quite yet. Well, it's one of the lesser houses that will be becoming part of the game eventually. But that, as I said, will take some time. Right, so survey locations. Technically, I could put you to go into places where just surveying is required, but I think I'll use them manually so I can make sure that they are going to the correct places. So where do I want you? I've been surveying Mimung, haven't I? So I'm going to send the survey 2 through Mimung. So neighboring Mimung, and you'll go through unexplored 1, which is closer to the center at least. We'll see how long it takes to find anything useful though, but in due time. I'm just waiting for the survey results over here. Commander experience. Survey bonus increase on that particular ship, I believe. Which is good, I mean, I think it increased only by 1% or so. But it's still better than nothing. Alright, so let's actually have a look at the zone now, because this is the place that we started surveying. We've already surveyed quite a few of the jump points. Let's actually have a look at turfing. I want to know if we find any jump points here. Now, it will take, of course, some time to survey all of these. There's still most of the survey points to be surveyed, which is kind of the problem. This is problem on... oh, Faithful... okay, you are actually heading back now. You are going to need a... ooh. Let's have a look at the logistics reports. So you're the only one that is lower or low on... well, not even all that low on maintenance supply points yet, but a bit lower than usual. Okay, new system discovered. What do we have here? A lot of comets. We do have some planets in here. One with oxygen. Basically no oxygen, to be fair, but it is there. And Venusian atmosphere. Not entirely sure what that letter is trying to be, but... right, well, there is colonizable planet here. It's a bit chilly. It's not breathable. It actually has a bit dangerous atmosphere because of the carbon dioxide there. Okay. Couple of gas giants. This seems an interesting system to say the least. Again, I'm not entirely sure if this is going to be anything useful in here, but I reckon that there might be some... ooh, actually, so that is 5 billion population. Yeah, if we just get some... well, fix the atmosphere over there, which would take some time to be fair, but we'll see what we'll find there. Oh, and we got the Gatekeeper 1 right now in Space Station, so what we'll do is actually we'll take a tug and fleet Space Station. We can take the specific ship, although any ship would suffice right now, and we'll go to the Luftgang and release structured ships, and then we can go back to Veralis. We probably don't need to refuel. We won't be using all that much fuel anyway. Right, so that's the first one. The Royal Survey Vessel 1 succeeded deployment, as well as the Faithful Survey Vessel. But the Faithful one is already heading back, so that's not really the problem. Ship construction. Okay, we got the cargo ship again. You know what? Since we know that the Hand of the King is going to have their colonies in the system, I'm going to create them a logistics command. I'll give them one of the cargo ship that we just built. Because we have technically access to get to the system already. So what you're going to start doing right now is you're going to start loading infrastructure, then going through Plutgang, Turfing, unloading at the B4, so unload all installations. It is going to be a long trip, or long hauls go back and forth. And then Viralis, you're going to refuel. It'll just cycle through those moves, so it's 200 days per trip. We'll eventually add in more, but we'll at least get started there slowly but surely. What I could actually do is, I suppose I could use this one. It's not currently busy, so you'll load up some infrastructure as well. I'll do one trip with these, so we can at least get it started, more or less. So take the infrastructure and then go through Turfing and unload all installations there. Then just backtrack and refuel. There we go, so that's going to be 60 infrastructure to get started, and after that we'll slowly keep increasing it. Of course, once we get the gates through there, the civilians can start bringing in the stuff. That should be alright, and I think we may want to start constructing yet another cargo ship. Again, these cargo ships are not fast, in all fairness. So we do want to upgrade them at some point. Did we? We did upgrade the engines on those already, but we haven't unlocked the next engine. Actually, no, we are unlocking the next engine tech already. Okay, well, it's not too far off then. Okay, at least we are serving... Actually, this is not a small system. If we have a look at the from one end to another, it's 11.4 billion. It's not that much, come to think of it. But yeah, how much fuel do we have on the survey vessel here? 85%. Okay, well, it can stay here for a little bit longer then. Ooh, Boronite over here and Callicite. Well, I mean, it's a comet. Not the best accessibilities, but it's not the worst either. Oh, Command X. Oh, political reliability. That is actually something that I did turn on, because I feel like having some influence should be taken into account in a kingdom like this. Orders not possible. Survey 1. You should start your overhaul. There we go. And both the cargo fleets are heading out as they should. Wait, is the survey vessel from Ekisax, or the... yeah, that's still on its way back. I suppose what I could do, got the refuel, I can already give you the resupply command, and after that you'll probably do your overhaul on your own. Meanwhile, the Alexandrus survey vessel is still around here, and we got another gatekeeper. That reminds me, I believe if we go back to Barracuda, the target is back home, so what we can do is we can take another, actually any ship from there, go through to Plutgang, and then release tractor ships onto that fleet. And then we can just get back to Barracuda, and I think after this it might be okay to refuel. Again, it doesn't need a lot of fuel, it has pretty good engines. But better than nothing. Actually, the tug is a lot faster. It does have a lot more engines, to be fair, than the cargo ships. Civilians just going back and forth here. Actually, let's have a look at the Zona. We've surveyed a fair bit. We haven't found any jump points yet, but at the same time, there's still quite a few jump points to, or survey locations to survey. Neutronium has been exhausted in the Moon 1, which we've been mining through very slowly. I mean, we don't have all that many mines there. We haven't had auto mines quite yet. We are going to be building some of them, but those are probably going to be primarily going to turfing, especially this planet. Those minerals are pretty good. The colony size, or max colony size, or the max population cap rather, is rather small though. So we'll probably want to use the automated mines, especially on here, because we can certainly pay back the resources that we use for that, and then we can just ferry the minerals over here. Maybe get some mass drivers, to be fair. That will make life a little bit easier at least. But yeah, we can get the minerals over here and we can start making this into a production facility for the Hand of the King. I do actually need to ask for names from Viridian for that. But that's gonna be a thing between the episodes. Ooh. Running a bit low on fuel, hopefully you can get home. I mean, you should be 20 days. Yeah, you should have plenty. And Target's already returning home. Ship construction, we got another gatekeeper, so the space station can set off once again. Mineral deposit on turfing. Oh, we found Saurium on the comet there. Alright, well, I mean, we did find Saurium on the planet as well. But if we have a look at the comets... Hold on a minute. Oh, right, they should be on this one. So there's Saurium 33,000 over there, and then there was over 3 million over here, but the accessibility is rather small. Although the total accessibility over here isn't all that. If we have a look at the mining view, so over here we got 4.7. So we also made a mine. Yeah, that's actually going to be producing a lot of things. That's not too bad. Okay, you are still low fuel. We kind of didn't know that. Tank 1 has completed order, so we could probably drop a... Alright, you got a little bit grade bonus there. Right, so... Space station... Well, actually, we don't necessarily need to have the military jump gates on anything else yet, because we haven't started going through most of the things. Right, deployment time exceeded on the House Romanov's survey vessel. And the Faithful are almost back home. Should be refueling now. Did you actually resupply as well? You did, good. You should be doing your overhaul now. There we go. And after that, you can head off again to survey the... What was it? Saithorthepyro. Okay, Survey 1 has completed the overhaul, I believe, so let's have a look. Or the Royal Survey 1. So you need to go back through Nagelring and to Mimung. I believe there's still some survey to be done there. If we have a quick look, also, I believe... Actually, quite a bit over time, aren't we? Well, a little bit over time. But yeah, there's still quite a few survey locations that we need to go through. But anyway, we are, as I said, out of time for this episode. So, if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe if I haven't already. Also, check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye bye.